Hello, my friends. I'm East Coast Pete. Welcome to my show. This Seals and Crofts, well, back to the 60s and 70s. Jim Seals and Dash Crofts. It's a singer-songwriter duo from Texas. And they're both in their 80s now. They met when Dash was a drummer in a local band in Cisco. That's not Frisco. Cisco's about halfway between Dallas and Abilene in Texas. Jim joined a band called Dean Beard and the Crew Cats on guitar, and later Crofts joined the Crew Cats, and Jim and Dash and Dean moved to Los Angeles to join the Champs. The Champs, right? After they had a number one single, which by the way was Tequila. You know that song Tequila? You know, it goes dun 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 dun. You know that one? That was a number one hit back in the early 60s. And Pee Wee Herman danced to it. You may remember that from his Big Adventure. In 1958, that's when Tequila was a number one hit. We're going way back. And then in 63, Seals and Crofts and Glenn Campbell, of all people, and Jerry Cole, they all left the Champs to form Glenn Campbell and the GCs. And this band lasted 2 years. Dash went back to Texas. Jim joined the Dawnbreakers. And then Dash came back and also joined. It was through this band that Seals and Crofts were introduced to the Baha'i faith, which, from what I've learned, is one of the coolest groups of people you'll ever know. It's about peace, sobriety, and all religions are from God. We're all equal that way.
It's really nice to be back in Chicago. We always love to come to Chicago, but this time it's a very special time for us because we were able to do something that we can't usually, and that's have all of our families here, our wives, our two babies, our cousins, nieces, nephews, sisters, brothers, aunts and uncles, right. And they've made it special.
We're going to get a story from Dash.
The last 4 days. And we don't get a chance very much. And so we're going to let you in on the two sources of inspiration for our music and for our lyrics and melodies and thoughts and so forth. And one of them is our families, and the other one is our faith.
Dash and I, about 7 years ago in California, we heard about the Baha'i faith for the first time, and we investigated the teachings and the claim, and we began to write little poems and songs and things about Baha'u'llah. And sometimes we'd have maybe one person that would come up on the street corner, and say, hey, what's that new religion or, thing that you're into? And so we would sit and talk with them. Sometimes they would come to the hotel room, sometimes to the dressing room, and more people began to ask. And pretty soon we started to have, we'd go on talk shows and in magazine articles and things like this, we'd let people know about it. And then we started having Baha'i rap sessions, or firesides they're called, and we would have these after the concerts. And people now are staying by the thousands, and they go into questions and answers and all this. This is a song that was inspired by the Baha'i writings, and it's a story, it's called Windflowers. It's a story about a young man and his thirst for new knowledge, and how his father continues to hold on to the old world and the old traditions and customs.
It's pretty cool. They can think and sing. Getting back to my story about them, when the Dawnbreakers ended, Jim and Dash became a duet.
Never to go near them.
Jim on guitar, sax, and violin, and Dash on guitar and mandolin, and they both sang. And it took 4 albums to crack the top 100,
Windflowers.
and Summer Breeze went to number 7 in 72.
I couldn't wait to
It
touch
went
them.
gold, as did their next album, Diamond Girl.
And now
The title song
break away.
went to number 6, and We May Never Pass This Way Again went to number 21. And here are some of their albums. First one, Seals and Crofts, in 69. It's got See My Life, Sea of Consciousness, Seldom Sister, Not to Be Found,
Ancient windflowers.
Birthday of My Thoughts, In
Captures
Tune,
every young dreamer.
Cows of Gladness, Earth, 7 Valleys, and 3 more. And after that, they did Down Home in 70. It's Down Shoe today. And then The Year of Sunday went in 71. When I Meet Them, 'Cause You Love, Antoinette, High on a Mountain, the title track, Paper Airplanes, Irish Linen, Springfield Mill, Ancient of the Old, and Sudan Village. I'm pretty sure you've only heard of Year of Sunday from that album. But the next album, Summer Breeze in 72. Hummingbird, Don't Fly Away, Fly Away. Funny Little Man Say. Seals and Crofts have fully matured by this time, aided by tasteful, sparse orchestration. They are masters of their world of pop folk. Summer Breeze. What a perfect radio song. Blowing through the jasmine of my mind. Indeed. And their next album, Diamond Girl, was just as popular. We May Never Pass This Way Again. That sums up their philosophy pretty well, as well as their musicality. Next album, Unborn Child, bit of controversy there in 74, because it's pro-life, but you had to. All the lefties quickly climbed out of the boat. Women, they were just saying that their religion didn't allow for abortion. But if you're gonna be pop stars, you gotta be pop stars for everybody, I guess. These guys are nah. We're gonna do what's important to us. So as a result, their popularity went down, and it really never came back to any great degree. Their next album, I'll Play For You in 75, had some memorable songs, but no charts. 9, their greatest hits album. Of course, a greatest hits album is going to do well, because you're going back and getting all the radio hits. So, and after that, Get Closer in 76, that went pretty much nowhere. And Sudan Village, also in 76, that was an 12, One on One, that was a soundtrack. And then Taking It Easy in 78. And Coat Tree in 79 and The Longest Road in 80 and Traces in 04. Now, you know, it's like they made those hits back in the early 70s and they just kept trying, because that's what they do. A lot of their songs were played at Baha'i gatherings, so it wasn't just the hit parade that they were shooting for. Dash is back in Texas today, and Jim lives in Costa Rica. They get together occasionally, and so do their kids. Apparently, their kids have formed spin-off bands from Seals and Crofts. What a family reunion you can have then, huh? All that music. Yeah. Man, I wish I had a family that had musicians like that. I'd look forward to seeing them as much as I could. As it is, I don't see my family much, which is probably why I'm doing this show, because I need you to be my family, if just for a little while. Okay? Alright, that's what I have on Seals and Crofts. Y'all come back and see me real soon.